Greetings, my name is Winnie Byanyima and I'm the Director of the Gender Team at the United Nations Development Programme. It's my great pleasure to welcome you today as we launch the UNDP Community of Practice on women's political participation and leadership in Asia and the Pacific. We're coming together in this new community because we all know how important it is that women participate equally and meaningfully in the political life of their countries. And we are committed to supporting a vibrant community that will together work to advance women's political participation in this region. Increasing the voice and leadership of women in politics is critical for putting gender equality issues on national agendas. We know that having women in politics and decision-making generally changes the way decisions are made and the priorities that are set. Achieving a critical mass of women at both national and local levels leads to better development outcomes, not just for women and girls, but for their families, communities, and countries. Though there has been some notable progress in the Asia-Pacific region, there's still much work to be done. Globally too, progress has been made, but it is too slow, and many countries have not yet reached the global minimum target of having women in at least 30% of parliamentary seats. Women make up 20% of parliamentarians worldwide. But the Asia-Pacific region is still further from that global target. Women hold 18.3% of all seats in national parliaments in Asia and only 13% in the Pacific. If you exclude Australia and New Zealand, this number drops to 5% in Pacific Island countries. This is the lowest in the world, behind the Arab states region. At the current pace, without active intervention, reaching gender parity in the Asia-Pacific region national legislatures could take more than 50 years. It's worth noting, though, that two of the countries in the Pacific region are among those with the highest, Asia-Pacific region are among those with the highest percentage of women parliamentarians. That's Timor-Leste and Vietnam. It's not a coincidence that both these countries have quotas in place. Quotas and other temporary special measures are the most effective way to increase women's political participation. The challenges to political participation faced by women in the Asia-Pacific region are many. Women who want to enter politics find that the political, cultural, and social environments are often unfriendly or even hostile to them. They face patriarchal social systems, cultural prejudices, lack of access to financial resources, lack of media support, and limited exposure to political processes and training opportunities. Family and child care responsibilities, political violence, criminalization of politics, all these are part of the obstacles that prevent women from reaching parity with men in political representation. Political parties are also discriminatory. While women play important roles in campaigning and mobilizing support for their parties, they rarely occupy decision-making positions in them. They rarely have access to party networks and resources to the degree that men do. I am well aware of these challenges. Many of these constraints I have faced when I struggled to become a politician in my country, Uganda, and was elected 3 times to the National Parliament. This community of practice is being created in response to an overwhelming demand to address the challenges to women's political participation in this region. As a community, we can work together to better understand the challenges to women's participation and learn how countries are successfully overcoming them, including through the use of gender quotas. This community of practice will help foster South-South exchanges and sharing of knowledge in this important area. The establishment of this community of practice follows the recent launch by UNDP of a 6-point plan to fast-track women in politics in Asia and the Pacific. This is accessible through this community of practices teamwork space. The community will do several things. 1, it will advocate for the participation of women in decision-making positions. And 2, it will demonstrate and share strategies for ensuring women's political participation. And 3, it will support networking and regional collaboration on this issue. And 4th, it will take action to develop effective national and regional action plans. The community's kickoff event will be the launch of an e-discussion on national action plans for political equality in elected office for this region. I encourage you to join this discussion and share your experiences and thinking. I will be there sharing my own experience of engaging in the politics of my country in Africa. Spread the word to other colleagues who you believe can make a contribution. The success of this community will be determined by its members. It's with our passion, our enthusiasm, and community and commitment that this community of practice can become a driving force for increasing women's political leadership in the Asia-Pacific region. I wish you all the best for a dynamic and productive community of practice. Thank you.